You're listening to Up the Turnpike with hosts Mitch Anderson and Matt O'Leary.
Hello and welcome to the Up the Turnpike postgame show. What is going on? I am Matt O'Leary alongside Mitch Anderson, who seems to be blocking out the haters with the Pit Vipers tonight. What is this?
Absolutely not. It's suns out, guns out, baby. If the guys are going to go out and be on the beach already before the game even started, I'm going to join them. It's beautiful out here. We have Emil Heinemann, Jonathan Drouin is here beside me along the beach. Duke is somewhere, I don't know where. Obviously, he didn't make it because Patty hates it for some reason. Just if they wanted to be on the beach, they're here with me, baby. So sun's out, guns out, let's go.
Dude, Drouin's been there, I think, since November, man. Where are you guys at? Cancun?
Absolutely. It's a beautiful, beautiful beach. Perfect weather, 25 degrees. It's absolutely beautiful over here. My God, I hate this. This team, I'm glad they won, but they did not deserve it at all. No. Neither team did. The Devils played like shit too.
The Devils are just worse, is what we found out. And Ilya Sorokin, very good. He came up with a ton of big stops, especially in the second period, which we will get to, obviously. But needed the Islanders, or I really wanted to see the Islanders win before the break and go into the break feeling good. It's not necessarily a game where you leave and you go, we're feeling great about how we play. But a win is a win. You get the 2 points. I believe Pittsburgh won tonight. Did they not? Did they hold on?
Did.
Okay, so they're still
3-2 against Buffalo.
Okay, so they're still a point back, obviously, at this point, but it still remains the same. A point is a point, or 2 points are 2 points.
Yes, you'll take the points, right? And that's 2 wins in a row going into the break, so momentum's on your side. You also have Bo Horvat scoring goals, right? Like it's 3 in 2 games now for him. Barzy scoring goals. He's got how many goddamn goals now? Like he's up to 18 on the year, 17. I'm getting ahead of myself.
17, but still, you take it obviously, and that's 8 points in the last 6 games, I believe, for Barzal.
It's quite a lot. He had a 3-pointer just the other night against the Penguins, right? So
it might even be more than that, but for some reason that was sticking in my head.
Yeah, he's got quite a few, man, and like goals for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 6 goals in his last 7 games or something like that. It's insane what Matthew Barzal is doing, which is great. We need our stars to show up because other guys aren't.
No, certainly not. But they did when it mattered most in the third period. But we don't start this in the third period, Mitch. We start in the first period. No goals were scored for either side, and shots were 6-2 in the first frame.
It was so nothing. Nothing was happening in that for most of the game. Like the first, we're only in the first period, but it seemed nothing was happening. And again, everyone's out here on the beach with me. Well, how could you play hockey when you're sitting by the beach enjoying the sand and the sun and the waves, baby? It's just not possible.
It just certainly isn't. We got to go out to our guy, Gabe. Thank you for the support. Says Drouin might need to be sent to Guantanamo Bay for the break with these performances. Enjoy the break, boys. Oh, God. I mean, we're up to game 34? 34? So we got to do like the Mr. Krabs meme. I know I'm a little younger than you, but are you familiar with the SpongeBob?
I'm familiar with who Mr. Krabs is. I don't understand the reference necessarily.
He's like, give it up for day. I think it's basically, it keeps going, but it's like, give it up for day, whatever. And it's him like hitting a cowbell. Okay. So we might just have to update it and like give it up for game 34 for Jonathan Drouin. Yeah. And hopefully it doesn't go on too much longer, but this is getting insane here.
It is getting insane. I do like this tweet here from Arthur Staple saying, Duclair going to get scratched for a month if Drouin keeps playing like this.
Oh, holy
crap. He gets it.
Yeah.
He gets it, man. Obviously that's not what's happening, but like it sure as shit feels like it. And he had another like horrible game today. And then in this first period alone, I don't know who he gave the puck up to, and I kind of miss it because I was putting my daughter to sleep or to bed. And my God, like he gives the puck up to a New Jersey Devil on a breakaway, and Ilya Sorokin, as you mentioned earlier, comes up huge. And I don't think Drouin missed the shift after that. Whereas Duke and Barzal miss entire games if they do that shit. What is going on here? It doesn't make any sense. I understand soft hands for certain players, but the soft hands aren't getting you anywhere anymore. You got to change tactics.
Yeah, no, you have to at that point. But did want to give a shout out to our guy Gabe. Thank you for supporting the show. We appreciate it, and everyone else who is in here, obviously as well. As we mentioned, shot 6-2. So I believe they call that low event hockey in the industry, Mitch.
We had a power play. Did we not?
That's exactly where I was going to go. There was one penalty in the period. Timo Meier had a 2-minute high stick on Scott Mayfield, and the Islanders didn't do anything with it because their power play is abysmal.
Well, again, how could you? The power play's been out on the beach the entire time. They have primo real estate because they've been here for so long here out on the beach in Cancun with me. So yeah, absolutely. This shtick is never going to die, by the way. Not tonight anyway.
No, I love it.
Even though I'm kind of freezing.
Yeah, it's cold.
It's super hot. Sun's out, guns out everywhere.
Yeah, sun's out, guns out. It's a nice 85 Fahrenheit. I don't know what it is in Celsius. Sorry, Mitch.
Also 85. My wife, just a tangent on that. My wife made it. She brought a good hack for me when it comes to Fahrenheit.
Okay.
The number represents the percent of you feeling how much you feel, how hot you feel, my God, in percentage. So at 85, I feel 85% hot. At 100, I feel 100% hot. And you're like, that works so well for me. Absolutely. Like to conceptualize the heat level.
Yeah.
Love it.
I love that. We got to find some bit for Celsius for me to understand, even though that like obviously makes a little bit, it makes more sense how Celsius does it, but in my brain, I don't know how to do it with the weather and have it make any sense.
Oh, the conversion doesnto make any goddamn sense. It's like that divided by 2 plus 45 minus 12. It's so stupid.
Anyway, back to Islanders Devils snooze fest of a first period, but we got to give some love for Casey Cizikas, man, who finally breaks through with a goal. Just a very well-worked goal here from Casey.
You'll notice the two Devils here coming back for the play give up on it because they think Jake Allen's going to get there first, and he kind of does, but Cizikas forced them to make a play, and they pay for it because he didn't stop. He didn't give up on the play. This fourth line has been fan-friggin-tastic for weeks now, and Casey Cizikas has turned a corner. Remember how he was shit the beginning of the year? We were like, he can't play anymore. That's not the case right now.
No. Well, I think 71 and 47 are with you right now in Cancun, whereas Casey Cizikas is very much so in Newark, New Jersey. That is confirmed.
Yeah, they're just applying the sunscreen to their face, to their little nosies right now. Absolutely, they are here. Yeah.
Absolutely.
A little crispy here for those Devils.
It is a little bit crispy. The Devils would get one back and tie it before the end of the second period. Nico Hischier scores at the 18:26 mark of the period.
Yeah, you knew it was coming. The Islanders were playing so loosey-goosey at the end of that second period. Like they were just kind of like, oh, we got our goal. We're good, baby. Again, they're here on the beach. It's like they were just served their cerveza here on the beach. And they're like, perfect. Waves it. I don't know. Surf culture. But like they were doing that.
Hang loose, brother.
Yeah, they were hanging loose with their cervezas here. Meanwhile, the Devils decided, hey, actually, there is a hockey game to play. And they decided to play a little bit. And we just went like, oh, what? Oh, my God, no, I have to put on my shirt again because I was tanning. Ridiculous shit by the New York Islanders who just let the Devils come into the game for no reason. They had no reason to get that goal, but we just allowed them to do it.
Yeah, I mean, shots were 12-5 in the period. So Islanders ripping 7 shots through the first 2 periods of the game is pretty disgusting. But I was bummed that the Devils scored, and obviously because it's the Islanders' opponent, right? But just from a human perspective, Sorokin was absolutely balling out in the second. I was really rooting for him to come up with a shutout tonight because I thought that would be how the Islanders would win this game. Like how they were playing, I was like, they might only get this one from Casey. So Sorokin's been bailing him out all night in the second period, and he did for the game. Not that he faced a ton of rubber, but stopped 22 of 23 shots. And finally, like the dam breaks, which kind of get what you were asking for, how they played at least a majority of that second period.
Yeah, like their goalie held them into this game for a lot longer than he was supposed to, and they just gave up on him, which I would be goddamn pissed. I hope Patty says something in the break or in the post game about that, just being like, I'm embarrassed for Ilya Sorokin. Like he should have had a shutout tonight. The Devils are playing terribly, and we let them come back in this game because we decided to stop playing hockey.
Yeah,
stupid.
They really did. Unfortunately. So again, as I said, they actually just updated it. So shots were 13-5 in the second period. So it's actually Sorokin stopping 23 at 24. Thank you for the update. New Jersey Devils and NHL.com. Much appreciated. But all right, let's get to this third period, Mitch. They would go through a majority of the third period without a goal, but late in the third period, Bo Horvat says, you know what? I'm just going to take matters into my own hands. I'm the best forward on the team, and I'm going to score the goal unassisted.
Yeah, broken play here, and he takes it upon himself. Jake Allen not really feeling himself as gracious, but reacting to the chaos in front of him as best he can. And Bo just goes full on 5-hole on him. The Devils, I had to watch the Devils broadcast because wink, wink, I pirate a lot. And they didn't have the Islanders broadcast for some reason. And they were just kind of like dumbfounded, going like, what is happening here? They were so like beyond what is going on with this franchise that they couldn't understand what the hell was happening in front of them. Just a lazy, broken play. But Bo Horvat decided, I'm not going to be lazy. I'm not here out on the beach with Mitch and the boys. I'm getting myself ready and primed for the Olympics.
He's got a silver medal to
baby.
win.
Let's go. Silver medal. Get that garbage out of your mouth.
I hope he wins silver. That's good.
No, it's not.
Silver medal, that's nice. That's about as nice as you're going to get from me.
Maybe for you guys, but that's not enough for us.
Well, Bo Horvat's getting primed to do something in the Olympics. I'm going to say silver medal. But he's hot now.
Against Latvia. There you go.
Yeah, there we go. I don't, not to spend a ton of time on it, but I don't think he's going to get a ton of ice time for Canada.
Probably not.
But nonetheless, he is, I mean, where would the Islanders be? And there's a ton of comments in here and well deserved too on like, where would the Islanders be without Ilya Sorokin? Very valid. Yeah. Also, where would they be without Bo Horvat?
24 goals on the year. It took him a few games coming back from injury, as it should. And he's back now. 3 goals in 2 games. Going to go wear the red, white, and gold, and then come back and then just keep it rolling, baby. Keep the good times rolling and avoid this whole beach situation with all the other Islanders out here.
I can't. These comments are so good. Isles Man says Mitch doing his Freddie Mercury needs to break into Radio Gaga. And then Chris from Long Island says Mitch looks like he just came off an audition for Top Gun 3.
I'll take it, man. If I could be out there on the beach scene, although they would make me look shitty. Like I may be going to the gym for 6 months, but it's still noodle arms over here.
Hey, we are work in progress. It is okay. We don't need you to be your finished product right now, Mitch.
That's right. Exactly. So thank you for the comments. I know Zach is asking me to keep some girls for everybody else, but
we can't. Between the mustache and the sunglasses, Mitch, like hide the wives, hide the girlfriends. Mitch is out on the broadcast, ready to make some moves.
There you go. Look out. And look out because the Islanders weren't done scoring, apparently.
Yeah, Matthew Barzal, little empty net goal. Love to see that. He has scored buckets of goals recently. And I said it the other night, but I'll say it again here as someone who has long been a part of the Matthew Barzal 30 goal scorer club. You got to be very, very happy with how he's played.
It sucks to be partying out here on the beach with the rest of the Islanders, but Matthew Barzal is not here because he's scoring goals.
In Newark, New Jersey, right?
Newark, New Jersey, of all places. But he'll be here eventually, right? Because after this game, he's on the first jet to Cancun, and then we're gonna party it up, baby. He and I and Schaefer be dancing, baby.
I absolutely love that for you and all you guys, and I love that the Islanders go into the break with a 3-1 win. We will go through the game stats, the box score, and your comments and questions as well, as we do every night after the New York Islanders game. The game stats are a little bizarre looking, Mitch. I'm not going to lie to you. This is a weird game. Shots 24-14. Islanders score 3 goals on 14 shots. Once again, sorry,
I just wanted to stop you there. Like, that is not a testament to Jake Allen. Jake Allen played pretty well, but like the goals that he allowed 2 goals on 14 shots, which doesn't sound great, but it wasn't that bad for him. He was pretty good. It's just the rest of the team around him is just shit.
Yeah, they're pretty horrendous. Unfortunately for the Devils. Islanders dominated the faceoff dot 67.3%. Each team went 0 for 1 on the power play, so 2 penalty minutes a pop. Hits. Islanders had a lot tonight, 25-13.
Devils, they never had the goddamn puck, so obviously.
Yeah, that's a very valid point. Devils block shots 14-12. Mitch, before we were talking giveaway numbers, that was a question you asked me. 23 for the Devils in giveaways to the Islanders 16. So a slop fest on a Thursday night.
Yeah, just so many giveaways, which is what you get on the beach, right? Everyone's giving away their drinks, all the hits. That's the banger coming out of the jukebox, baby. So we're here partying it up with the rest of the Islanders on the beach because that's where they were tonight.
And also, by the way, I almost forgot, takeaways were 5 apiece there. All right.
I'm surprised that's low.
Yeah, it is low for both sides. I agree. Ice time for forwards.
Bo Horvat leads the way.
20 minutes and 50 seconds for Bo Horvat.
Yeah, it's obvious because he's not here on the beach with everybody else. With most of everybody else. The fourth line isn't here. They don't get invited to this kind of stuff. They're just bring their lunch pail to work type of guys.
Yeah. Their vacation is like getting back to the construction site.
Yeah, just eating steel sandwiches and oil.
Ripping cigs and hanging beams.
Absolutely. Least amount of ice time. I hope it's Jonathan Drouin, but I know it's not. It's going to be Kyle McLean.
Oh, not a bad guess. Mark Gacombe at 9 minutes and 20 seconds. For those keeping track at home, Jonathan Drouin had 16 minutes and 13 seconds, which was the 5th most for Islanders forwards.
I was just waiting for the shift charts to appear. They haven't showed up yet. Maybe I should refresh. I like looking at the visualization of the shift charts because it's not the same when you just look at the raw data on the NHL, but like it's not up yet. It's probably not going to be up in time for our show there, but clearly he did not miss a beat. And that doesn't make any goddamn sense to me because he's for full on residence here on the beach. Like he's got not just an umbrella, he's got the best chair, the best location. He's right on the water. He can hop in, hop out, and he's right on his chair again. He's got a server waiting for him because he's been, feeding him 20s as a tip every time.
I was going to say, he's been giving the guy 20s every day for about 3 months. So he's got the prime real estate set up there on the beach.
Yeah, he's been here all week, baby. Not even all week, since November. Beat me here. I don't understand. I don't know how he got here first, but here he is.
Anyway. All right. We know Matthew Schaefer is leading the team in ice time.
Yes.
What did he play tonight? I'm changing it up.
Yeah, that's totally fair. He played 25 and a half minutes.
Not quite that much. 24-17 for Schaefer tonight.
He was fantastic. He was so good tonight, both defensively and offensively. So, like, a good job by him. He needed that, and now he needs this break.
Yeah,
I can't wait for him to get here and join me on the beach, because he deserves it.
I think the two guys that need it the most are Schaefer and Sorokin.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorokin's just gonna read audiobooks. I say that because he doesn't actually read them. He just consumes them by.
Do you count that as reading? Be like, hey, I read a book, but you listen to it on audio tape.
Yeah, because technically you didn't actually do the reading part, right? You just you just listened.
Not to be that guy, but I don't think that counts.
Yeah, so ridiculous, but whatever. The eye strain is apparently a thing. I wish I didn't have to do that, but
maybe I could
be a better goalie.
Use that excuse. All right, least amount of ice time was who for defenseman?
Carson Soucy.
Yes, 14 minutes and 38 seconds for Carson Soucy, who I thought was mostly okay today.
Yeah, I'm trending towards the negative side of things, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Sucks when you're with Scott Mayfield. There's a couple of times Scotty's making plays behind the net and Carson Soucy doesn't know what's up because they're still new together, but it's just, come on. You both got to get it together.
Ilya Sorokin stopped 23-24, 1 goal against, .958 save percentage. Where would this team be without Ilya Sorokin? It was said in the comments. I'm sure we'll get to it when we go through here, but I lost it right now. But I mean, the guy's been a stud.
Absolute stud. Should be in line for a Hart Trophy. I don't think he wins it, but a Hart Trophy finalist, in my opinion. Honest to God.
I don't want to hear anything about Vasilevsky winning the Vezina.
Get the hell out of here with that shit. Sure, good goalie, but look at what Sorokin is doing. He's matching him stride for stride on a much worse team.
Exactly.
Much worse
Context
team.
and situation should matter, I think.
But he doesn't have the right number of wins. Get out of here with that.
I hate it. It drives me nuts.
Why do GMs get to vote on an award anyways?
I don't know. Another valid point in something the NHL gets wrong.
Every time. NHL is the worst. Even though we consume their product,
we love it, but it's also the worst at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, comments?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, I'm going to take these off because I have a hard time reading at the best of times. So taking the shades off, I'm sorry, everyone. It ruins the mystique here of me being out on the beach with the rest of the Islanders, but I have to because there's a lot of comments. Oh my God, I have to scroll pretty far here. Like I normally do, first comment in is Zach Moore saying, let's go, because we got to win.
Love
so
that.
That's huge.
W.
Good job. Chris from Long Island says, give me, in your opinion, odds that Dash adds a Kairu type of scoring winger. Sorry.
Kairu would be really, really nice on this team. I'm going to say, does it have to be Kairu specifically, or does it just like in general, someone who scores that much?
He says Kairu type of winger.
40%.
So what are that in odds? The implied probability was that like plus 150, plus 200? I think so.
Yeah, I should have did it that way.
Of course, it's super slow. God dang internet. The second I get off the beach, the internet slows.
Plus
right
150 is 40%.
Okay, I was going to do plus 200 was what I had in mind. So like that's
33.3333.
I just, with what they're asking, and I know you said Kairu type, there really isn't anyone else out there available. And it really seems like Armstrong or Jim Armstrong is like really like holding his cards close to him. Like, I only want 4 first-round picks, or was it 3 top 15 first? Or
well, that's not going to happen.
There's so many, there are so many buyers and so few sellers. He might actually get something close to that. And we have enough, I think, but I don't think that Metro Dash is going to want to do that, to pay that much for it.
No.
Isle Steve is saying, start a brand new team and you had to choose Dwight or Mayfield. Who do you pick?
I guess Druin, because his contract's shorter.
Yeah. And maybe he breaks out of it on a new team.
Yeah, I guess. No, I didn't like having to think about that though.
Yeah, no, I didn't like that. This is very awkward because both of them have been absolute nightmares right now. To the Joker, who's saying at 9:43, Matt, I love seeing Bo with Lee giving high fives after the game. It really shows who the captain will be next, and it's completely and utterly earned. And it good hands.
In good hands. I'm gonna say in good hands. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It makes me not feel so bad with losing Lee.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be Bo Horvat, and I know there's gonna be some calling for Matthew Schaefer. I think it's too early, and he could still, have his role and do his thing, and that's not a slight against him. I'm sure it's eventually gonna be the Matthew Schaefer show, but Bo Horvat, in my opinion, is the captain in waiting.
Yeah, he being Matthew Schaefer has a long time to wait. He's only 18 years old. So like, even if it has to take another 5 years, he's still going to be 23 years old. That's still young to become a captain.
Yeah. Lee was what, like 27 or 28 when he was captain?
Something like that. Yeah. We're right. The year JT left. So yeah, man, he's going to be young when he becomes captain. And 5 years is a long time to learn how to be a pro, what captains need to be doing. So perfect. It's the perfect transitional plan.
And even though, like, I know we don't like talking about him, but John Tavares, it took till year 5 for him to be captain.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to rush these kids into it because there's no point in doing so.
No.
Richard Lord says, please like and subscribe. The Islanders stole one tonight. Hopefully after the break, they start playing Islanders hockey again.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. This is a team that we said it a few times on this, but they could use this break right now. Yeah,
they all can use the break. They're out here, although breaking with me here on the beach. Sorry.
Right back on.
They're all here with me on the beach because sun's out, guns out, right? Like that's how this
Hell
works.
Yeah, brother. Let's go.
I need a handlebar to kind of complete the look.
You do? Can you grow that? Does it connect?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it connects.
Okay, there we go.
My wife will not allow it. Like she barely is like allowing this. And even then I'm growing the rest of it back because she's like, I would prefer if you had the whole thing. Okay, fine.
Fair. All right.
Yeah.
Compromise.
Where are we going here? Oh, there's so many Team USA stuff. There's one here from Gary at 9:45 saying Horvat and Team Canada.
Oh, you snuck one in. Nice.
Power, and I'm using it. Love it. Okay, where are we gonna go here? Mikey Creeps at 9:47. Worst game of the year for Dwight tonight, which just feels routine at this point. God awful turnover.
We're going to have to wait a long time to find out this answer, but is that going to be the final straw? Apparently not, because he was fifth on the team in ice time for forwards.
Yeah, I want to bring up his shift chart, but I don't think it's going to really tell me anything because like he's fifth on ice time. Like he clearly didn't miss a shift, although it certainly looked like it because for times you couldn't even find him out there.
Invisible.
Yeah, just absolutely ridiculous. Okay, where are we going here? Jagroto is saying Sorokin MVP, Vezina and Hart, another 1.5 goals saved above expected.
Where do you see that
Sorry,
one? Oh,
at 949.
Got it.
I keep forgetting to say the times. Yeah, man, I agree. He should be in the Hart Trophy conversation. I don't know where he is odds wise.
I don't think he's going to be there, and not saying that he doesn't deserve to be in that conversation, but I just don't think he's going to get the love that he deserves for it.
No, like it right now, the favorite I believe is it's Nathan McKinnon. Oh, sorry. They're giving me fractional odds, and I just can't do that.
No. That's thanks.
I'm not European.
Nope.
So sorry. Bear with me 1 second to get these odds at BetMGM. Hart. There you go. Nathan McKinnon minus 180. Celebrini plus 230. And then Sorokin is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th. Tied for 6th, really, with Draisaitl, Kaprizov, and himself at plus 25,000.
Wow.
So like he's in the mix, but not really.
He's not going to be a finalist.
No, it's going to be Kucherov, who's gone beast mode right now.
He has, yeah, he's been ridiculous.
And then Celebrini, who's doubled the production of the next best player on his team. And then, of course, McKinnon doing goddamn McKinnon things.
Yep.
There's one here from Sarducci at 950 saying, Mitch looks like Riff Raff from MTV. I don't actually know who that is.
You don't know who Riff Raff is?
I don't.
Please Google Riff Raff. I'm saying this is like 2014 lore, I'm going to say. Terrible music, but this isn't a compliment, unfortunately, Mitch.
No, it certainly doesn't look like it. Oh my God.
His beard with the squiggly lines is absolutely preposterous.
Oh yeah, that is goddamn. No. Oh man, I said I'd take it because I didn't know who that was. At first I thought it was talking about Raffi, who you guys don't even, I don't think you know who Raffi is. Canadian like folk kids singer. Anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't really get MTV per se. We had Much Music down here. Channel number 29. Let's go.
There you go. Beautiful.
Yeah, we had our own thing. Okay, where else are we going? At 951, Spoingus Doingus. Just I love that name.
That is such a good name.
Such a 5-year-old. But a huge win considering the stretch coming out of the break won't be easy.
No.
At least we're doing the same thing as everyone else, right? Remember when we had the like 1 week off period, like things in the NHL where everyone had a weird break?
Mm-hmm.
Coming out of that break, everyone was shit. Every single team.
Yeah, at least it's like everyone's going to be a little sloppy coming back and no one's at a disadvantage.
Yeah, exactly. So take it. Jeremy Ford at 952 says 8-0 versus New Jersey and New York this year. Pretty awesome there.
That's the first time in the Islanders history they've done that.
It's insane. Insane that it's the first time that they've ever swept both.
Yeah.
Like even when they were really good. Although the Devils weren't around then. So
no.
Were they? No, they weren't. So kind of makes sense. Jimmy Jude Cooney at 953 says, how do they keep winning when they play so poorly for huge stretches?
Yeah, your guess is as good as mine, Jimmy.
I mean, just the teams they're playing are worse, I guess.
Yeah.
Like the Devils are really bad right now. Or they might just lull teams to sleep. Like, honest to God, it was really hard watching this game sometimes because it felt like nothing was happening. Even the announcers, I was watching the Devils broadcast, and he just sounded completely unenthused. Like, oh, there's Palat. Oh, and passes it back to Matthew Barzal. Oh, no, the Devil. It's just super boring stuff. Couldn't believe it. He was not into it, and for a good reason.
Yeah.
Chris the Goat Bellafiore at 953 says, the negative, last 5 games this team has been awful, worst stretch of the season. The positive, 6 freaking points out of 10.
Yeah. You'll take a 600 points percentage with, in the context of how they've been playing, right? Like they don't look like a 600 points percentage team, but
they really don't. They look like barely a 500 point team at sometimes. When Matthew Schaefer's not out there, they're below 500.
Yep.
Absolutely ridiculous. The Joker at 957 says, I can't help but love the fourth line. They are the stars of this game to me.
Yeah, they played really well, and they have played well together for a while. Like, just don't mess with that, man.
Yeah, no, I don't understand how you can keep messing with that line. And he might, right? So now Duke is on the bench because he didn't want to break up the fourth line, so that's good. But at some point, Dwayne's got to go out. So I guess you just keep swapping Dwayne and Duke, or Shabanov comes in every now and again.
Yeah, I think that's it. You just mess with those three and see what works.
Yeah, that might just be it. The Rusty Spooner at 10:03 says Sorokin has the most saves against goals that should have happened, and I believe most shutouts too. He's awesome. Goals saved above expected, I believe, are the highest in the league.
Yes,
by a healthy margin, I'm going to say.
Let's
6. So Ilya Sorokin, 26 goals saved above expected. Some guy called Andrei Vasilevsky, 19.6.
I mean, that's not nothing. That's a pretty sizable gap. It's a bigger gap between 1 and 2 than there is between 2 and 7. So
yeah,
that matters.
And even in 2 and 3, you go from 19 to 16.7. Between 1 and 3, there's a 10-point gap, basically. A 10-goal gap. That's huge in a season.
Yeah, it is.
Big difference. Okay, where are we going here? Trying to get people who haven't seen before. I've seen this guy before, but this is Bill saying Tavares is a fraud.
Yeah, we had to bring that in. Sorry, I mentioned him, but I had to in the context.
Yeah, where are we going? Over Target Media at 10:12 says we might be the worst team in hockey history to have as many points as we do at the stage of the season.
Hey, they don't ask you how you get there. You just got to get there.
That's true. But I agree with the comment. Like, we're not playing good hockey. We were for a while, but in the last maybe even month and a half, it has not been great. But we're pulling out points despite that. So, and that's really all that matters. So,
yeah,
we'll take it.
And they're in a slotted spot. It's not like they're in a wild card spot. They're third in the Metro.
Yeah, which is insane. Okay. Where was I here? Islesman says 30 is the reason they keep winning. It can't be understated how he keeps this team afloat. So that's the again.
Yeah, I mean, we just pulled up the numbers. He's the goal saved above expected leader in the NHL by a significant margin.
Yeah. And then closing us out here, SS Bouncer says, can we fire the power play coach during the break? I mean,
they've changed the coaches, right? Like, and the personnel too. Like, I don't know what the fix is.
I don't know either. The power play has been awful since Barry Trotz has been here. He had maybe 1 year where it was over 20%. I think when Jim Hiller was the power play coach, and now he's coaching LA, or was. Mm-hmm. But since then, nothing. And it's the personnel has changed consistently, considerably, I should say. Like, it's doesn't look the same at all. We've changed the power play coach 3 times since then, and still the results aren't there. Like, I get the sentiment, absolutely. Sure. I don't even know if that would do it. I really don't. It's just, we just can't have a good power play for some reason. It's just not allowed to happen.
No, I do got to add one more before we close. A great comment from someone who's always on the money. Matthew Spazero, Bo Horvat is public enemy number 1 as of the final horn tonight.
I don't know if I get that one.
USA, 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 USA. So, you know what? I think I decided what I would like you to do if USA wins, because I know you mentioned if Canada wins, you'd like me to do the Canadian national anthem in French.
That's right.
I think I'd like you to recite the Herb Brooks speech from the movie Miracle.
Oh, I hate that stupid movie. It's so stupid.
And not just like you're performing it. Yeah.
Okay. Jesus. Okay, well, it's fine. You guys are usually silver medalists. You're really scared of werewolves. I get it, but like, come on now.
All right, guys, that'll do it for us tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out for another post-game show. I'm Matt. He's Mitch. We'll catch you guys next time.